But and I've put myself in situations where I compare myself with others. And I hated doing that because when I compared myself with others, I always put myself in I have to do it. If he's doing it, I got to do it. But that's okay. But something I didn't realize is it's not my time.
I was just about to say,
For real.
I was just about to say,
it's not my time.
It's not your time yet.
Yeah, bro.
You can't.
Yo, Don, the mic on?
Yeah, we straight.
All right, bet. Yo, what is up? Let's be serious. I'm your host, Nathaniel Messi, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing podcast, and I can't wait. I'm excited. Today we have an actor, a director, a poetic writer, a content creator. The list just keeps going, y'all. You know, he's an amazing guy, amazing friend, and most importantly, a brother in Christ. Welcoming my brother, Joshua Diggins.
Woo! Nature boys back in action. How we feel?
You know, I just can never, get enough.
It's, as Carla would say, I am unpredictable.
Oh,
no one knows what I'm going to say. It's crazy.
I believe it.
No one knows what's going to be said next.
Wow.
Help myself. No, man, that was a great intro.
Yeah, of course, man. I had to.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I was not alone in said project. Top Hat Films involves 5 of us. And Nate,
yes,
has been a strong number 2. Assistant director.
I'm glad to be
cinematographer, editor. I mean, just phenomenal work.
Yes.
Also, those mime videos that we made, we've got over like 2K views already.
Are you really?
Yes.
Oh wow. Hey, check out the mom videos, man.
We
link in the description. I'm putting his Instagram down. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, man. It's amazing content, bro.
Because one is like at 1.8K. The other one just crossed 1.1K.
That's actually really good.
Yeah. So,
okay.
And it just keeps, I haven't made a video in a minute, and it's just generating more and more off of those. So,
okay.
And I was going to make a video. Excuse me.
Yeah.
The burp.
Yeah.
Couldn't really. There's no GERD here. No.
Man. But hey, how you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I'm all over the place, man.
Who you telling? I feel it.
I'm all over the place.
I feel it, man. I feel it. It's just life.
Yeah, it's like between the trying to fill my schedule with things now.
Yes.
Versus last semester, it was last year, it was just like, all right, you got all these things constantly.
Yeah.
So you're just steady busy. Now it's like, okay, you just get to move at your own pace, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
And, you have some assignments here and there, but, it's just kind of, you make your day how you make your day.
A life of a college student, man.
Life of a college student. Yeah. Second year grad, Masters of Athletic Training.
Ooh, yeah.
And we have Nate here, who's in his first year.
Yeah.
I hope that you're having fun.
Honestly, it's fun. It's of course busy, and it's just overall just trying to, like you said, fill my schedule up and just trying to manage everything. That's the biggest thing. Just trying to manage everything, trying to be on time for this and this and this, and you got to go to here.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes you just don't have time to put anything on your schedule anymore. It's just really what you have is what you have.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Truly. What you got is what you got.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's just,
you open up a bag of a box of Captain Crunch, oops, all berries. I mean, you get what you expect.
Hey, you get
nothing but berries. There's no toast.
Oh my gosh.
Straight berries,
man. But
how's the adjustment been like with finishing with track and then just doing this all out? Like, what's that been like?
I mean, honestly, it's like I said, busy, but I like it though, because I mean, one thing about me, I like to stay busy because it just keeps me going. Just helps me find things to love more about life. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at things differently. You know what I'm saying? I feel more independent. And because at the end of the day, I can really just say I did this. And with all the hard work I put into this,
right,
I'm successful. You know what I'm saying?
And you are still the Messi.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Indeed.
Oh yes.
Nathaniel Messi.
Oh yeah. And they called you The Asgardian.
Yes, yes, yes.
Explain.
Yes, I am the dark son of Odin.
Oh my, yes.
Yes, there's a reason why they called me the Midnight Asgardian. I am the last son that Odin had, illegitimate son apparently.
Oh.
He decided to go outside of what was known as the Asgardian realm, and then I was born from the darkness.
Okay.
I emerged.
Nice.
And then I was sent to Earth to help you humans.
Hey man, I mean, I need all the help I can get.
You Midgardians are so intriguing.
Oh my.
There's much work to be done.
Yes, indeed. This generation is, as they say now, cooked.
It is. No, truly. It's cooked and fully seasoned. Prepare them for the roast.
Oh my goodness. But to kind of just, go straight into things, talking about life, actually, your performance yesterday, that was actually pretty dope.
Oh, the speech.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, man, I appreciate that, man.
Y'all didn't know. Actually, explain, like, what was that? Like,
it was the shout out to Uplift and Shift. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Earl, Just 10, Young Shaq, the whole Uplift Shift crew. If I didn't get everybody's names, I'm sorry. Shout out to everybody that participated, all the entertainers that we had too. So basically, my man's Earl. Friend of mine from freshman year up here for Frostburg, graduated together and all. Actually graduated in the spring of 2020, and I ended up graduating that fall. But he had been working with Uplift and Shift, which is essentially this organization that wants to focus on helping with mental health. And they were stemmed out of Just 10, who was part of Creative Minds up here. I'm pretty sure he started the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they were hosting this event. It's called One Unforgettable Night, and all the proceeds were going to a mental health organization. And Earl just asked me to do a monologue for them. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll definitely do that. And I let him read it, and he said, this sounds like it'll be a TED Talk. I said, that's exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a TED Talk, but it turned into a sermon, which is okay. But it was definitely fun to do.
Yeah.
And I was just comparing life to being like a train.
And that's what, actually, before I even say this, roll the clip.
I would say that life is very much like a train, because you have multiple stations that people get dropped off at, they get picked up at, but the train has to keep going. That is your life itself. Whether you want to be on it or not, it's your life. Some people, they stay all the way to the end. Those are your true friends, your true family. Some people get off midway through, and then, they might hop off and then come back at some point in time later down the line. Some people may hop on one stop, and then it's the next stop, and you never see them again. But the train has to continue moving.
It's cool because just hearing about the whole like train analogy that you used, it's so accurate. Like, and it really like says it means a lot, because think about it like this: like the way you said it in the video, you get dropped off. You meet that person again. Sometimes you don't meet that person again. That where they stopped at is where they're gonna be at.
Yeah.
You're not. They have their own journey. You have your own journey, but the train keeps moving.
Exactly.
And that was an amazing speech, man. And I think that what's impressive to me to see is how brave can people be to do something like that? Because we can all say we're followers of Christ, and sometimes God even said it himself: share my word, my word. You know what I'm saying? And just spread his word around. And something that you did, of course, was you lived up to that and kind of like did that. Like you literally preached to this whole amount of people, and it was just like not everybody looking at you like, what he's preaching, like, whoa, but obviously it's different to see that, especially when, what was it? People were mostly performing and singing, right?
Most people were rapping, or it was like you had rappers, you had spoken word poets, and you had singers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I was the only so-called actor up that way. I wanted to do another piece, actually, the Dreams About Ghosts piece.
Okay,
I
think you had mentioned it to me. Yeah,
I wanted to do that one too, if we had time, but I don't think we did. We ended up leaving just a tad bit early. But yeah, no, I didn't realize how well that message would be received. A lot of people afterwards, they came and spoke to me about it, and then even when I posted it, a lot of people just interacted with it, didn't comment it, and they really received what the message was. And I was, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I'm glad that I was able to convey that in a way that
Yeah.
people could receive, because life really is like that. It's like, it stems from my nickname, the Midnight Train.
Ooh.
Kid you not?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
stems from that, because the thing is, it's like I would always tell myself that no matter what the obstacle is, no matter who I meet, I have to keep moving forward. So it's like that of a train. You have to keep moving forward no matter who's going to hop on board and ride with you to the end.
Yeah.
Or if they just get off at one stop and then the next stop you never see them again.
Yeah.
Or they get off early and then some point later down the line you see them again and it's like, oh shoot.
Well,
But
yeah.
but my life being that train, I can't stop.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to keep going. Like, okay, I keep going, you get off, I keep going, somebody else gets off, somebody else gets on, however it goes down. But again, it's that constant moving.
Wow.
Because if you move too fast, and I know this is
Yeah.
gonna be crazy right here.
Oh no, keep going.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. But here's the thing: one part of the movie when they saw the the pocket full of posies.
Yes,
that's where they
yes,
were. Right?
yeah.
And it's how Paquito was telling Paquito.
Sounds about
I'm trying
right.
to remember the dog's name.
Yeah.
I think it was Pepito. But Paquito, yes. He said, you got to stop and smell the roses. And it's like, yeah, that's part of life. You can't go through and just get so caught up in the hustle and bustle all the time. Sometimes you just have to stop
Yeah.
and really look at all the things that life has to offer.
Yeah.
All the things
yeah.
that God has made. You look out and you see mountains everywhere. The Peace Place.
Yes,
All that
yes.
open field and the
Yes.
trees and how, like, this time of year, the colors are changing.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous over there.
Oh, my
You know,
gosh,
I mean,
yeah.
you climbing, you see these mountains, you see the rivers, you see, depending on where you are, the beaches, the oceans, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, it's one of those things you just have to, you actually have to take time to enjoy life and not try to move so fast because life will pass you by. And
Life
you wouldn't have been
will.
able to enjoy anything.
Yeah, I believe that, living in life, a lot of people focus on just trying to be somebody else, and trying to just not really understand what life is really about. Like you said, like there's so many things in, the creations that God created, it's just so many things that you can really just enjoy life for really what it is. Like life is beautiful, but just people make it ugly, And, people make it ugly. It's real, but the thing is like, you gotta keep going throughout your journey and really see the beauty in it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no such thing as life sucks. And I'll tell you why. Because life sucks, but you don't realize it's really a blessing. You just don't realize it yet. And God does this thing where, it's like, how can I even explain it? God works in mysterious ways, man.
I feel like I know exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say?
He
Like,
put you in a box for a moment, just to shield you from what may be coming. But it's like, or you may not be ready for something yet. It's like, I'm gonna need you to sit here.
Yeah.
Just like with Jonah.
Yes.
I need you to sit in this whale.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You didn't listen, so I need you to sit here for a moment. All right. And it's not forever.
Yes.
But it's just for the moment.
Just for the moment.
And then once I release you, I need you to go out and do the things that I've called you to do.
Yes.
That's kind of
that's literally what I'm trying to get at. And life is beautiful. And you said something before, and it kind of relates to this, where it was like you climb a mountain, right? Yes. You said this
I know
off
where he's
camera.
going.
Yeah. You climb a mountain, and even at your toppest point of your life, your most successful point of your life, you must still keep God in the middle of everything and first. Yes, because you said it yourself. If you don't, you're going to fall right back down, but even harder than you did before. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that was one thing that inspired me to just continue going. And when I'm at even when I'm at my lowest points, I still pray to God, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes people get carried away and get cocky about what the life they're living and think it's okay to just, not praise God for how he even got to that point. Like, God put you in that situation. Sometimes he will test you. You know what I'm saying? And when he puts you in those tests, it's like, you didn't praise me, you didn't give me the glory when you was down and in the worst moments of your life. Now you're back at stage one.
Yeah. It's kind of like those people who you climbing the ladder. And those who really, and again, this goes back to the train analogy.
Yeah.
When the train derails,
right,
or the unexpected happens, who's going to be there with you to pull you out of the wreckage?
Wow.
If the power goes out, who's going to be patient enough with you until the power comes back on?
Yeah.
Some people just don't have that patience. So it goes back to the ladder.
Yeah.
If I'm climbing the ladder, and you know we're making it big, you know, top hats like everywhere.
Yes.
People come to the movies to see top hat films, right?
Amen. Amen.
The people who were not there with us from the beginning, that were struggling with us, right? Those who were like, all of a sudden they want to show up and start feeding off the coattails. You don't get none of these crumbs.
No,
not
sir.
at all, because you were not there while we were struggling.
Yeah.
Better yet, you talked down on us. You doubted the ability that we had. You doubted the vision. You doubted the dream that we had. You called it foolish, and yet here we are.
Yeah.
At this point, and now all of a sudden you want a piece of it? Bye-bye. Nah, you can't do that. You know, so it's, and it's not even coming from a place of you're trying to be prideful.
Yeah.
You're not, but you have to understand that there are some people who really just want your downfall.
Yeah.
And how they'll find a way to get, if you let that devil in somehow, some way, they'll find a way to maneuver it.
Yeah, I mean, it's evil, bro. Like, think about it. Like, the devil, not even just the devil, but like sometimes people want what you have, but just don't know how to get it. So they tear you down, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want you to look better than them.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes, like, what they wanted, they could have never, they never was able to get to that situation. But, and I've put myself in situations where I compare myself with others. And I hated doing that because when I compared myself with others, I always put myself in I have to do it. If he's doing it, I got to do it. But that's okay. But something I didn't realize is it's not my time.
That was just about to say,
For real.
I was just about to say,
It's not my time.
It's not your time yet.
Yeah,
you can't. And Earl, if you ever see this video, I'm talking about this conversation that you and I had. Okay, quote me here.
Oh yeah.
So one day, Earl and I were talking. I think this was sometime after. This might have been after we made the film, or before. I can't remember fully.
Okay.
But basically, what he was saying was, he was wishing that he was further along at 26. Because one of his favorite directors is Ryan Coogler.
Okay.
Ryan Coogler, who made Fruitvale Station, Black Panther, Creed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he made Fruitvale at 26.
Okay.
Not sure totally. But he said that he was hoping that he would be by that point right now. And I said, Earl, here's the thing, bro. You're going to get there. It's just a matter of when.
Yes.
You can't compare your journey to someone else's journey. They might have done something that got them there quicker. That doesn't always necessarily mean that they're better than you.
Yes.
That just means that they just happen to get there at a quicker point. And that's okay. So when it comes when your time to shine is presented to you, go forth.
Hell yeah.
You know, because all these moments of us doing what we do to prepare ourselves for that big moment, that's what this is. You know, Kate Winslet, another actress, she said that even while you wait for that big role, continue to work. Why does she say that? Because the experiences that you may have at your job, or that you will experience with other customers, or whatever field that you're working in, it will help build you in such a way where you can become a better actor, because you can dig into those experiences and bring them into your characters. So don't look at life like I have to do everything quick. Because yes, we do live in a microwave society. This world is now we have the air fryer. It keeps it crispy. Yeah. And you have a whole chicken box, right?
Man.
You throw it right in there, leave it in there for maybe about 10 minutes. All of a sudden, you get 370. It comes right out crispy as I don't know what, still good. As opposed to the microwave, you do it in a minute and it comes out soggy. But that's kind of where we are now. Everything's quick, but no one understands or appreciates the process, the long game.
But, you know, it really just goes back to just, you know, doing what you can. Because I think that when you do what you can, God will take the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? If you continue this following his law, carrying your cross. Carrying your cross is the biggest thing, because people like to just not carry their own weight, because you got to meet God halfway.
We all got a cross to bear,
Yeah. You got to meet God halfway. You know, like God never says I'm not helping you. He will help you, but you got to put in work too.
If I give you a fish, you shall eat for a day. But if I teach you how to fish, you'll eat for a lifetime. You got to work.
Yeah, you got to, man.
You got to work.
You
That's
got
all.
to.
It goes back to the pebble thing. I told you about last time.
Yes.
The pebbles.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if I say every day I'm gonna throw one pebble in the river, I can't, and I miss a day, I can't just go back and throw two pebbles to make up for it. No, you go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
And you go back to that pattern. Until you pick that consistency up, and then once you're consistent, you're straight. But it's a matter of when you can conjure that consistency that you will be able to reach that level of which you want to attain.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
You just have to be consistent.
Yeah.
You make mistakes, you will stumble. That is life. It's part of it. Life is beautiful. Life is painful. It's thrilling. It can be ugly. It can be rough. It can sometimes suck, depending on what it is. But life itself, when you think about it in all of its entirety, it is all of these things. That's why it's such a mystery.
Yeah. Yeah. And one thing I do want to touch on is just the amount of things that you're gifted at. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Hart said something to me. Oh. Not to me, sorry.
Oh, wow.
I wish.
This boy's famous.
I wish.
Hey, that was the heart of Kevin.
He said something in this podcast that really touched me. And he basically said, this generation is so filled with people thinking you got to do one thing and be good at one thing only.
That's not true.
That's not true, right?
Not true at all.
But sometimes I could do it all. I could really do as much as I put my mind to, and something like for example, you know what I'm saying? You're not just an actor, but you direct as well. You don't just direct, but you edit, you make content, you know what I'm saying? And then all these things, it's like goes to show that if you really set your mind on something, why not just go towards it and just do you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And do the best that you can within all of it, because at the end of the day, that was something that you had a gift for and you never pursued with the gift. Like you never went towards it and actually pursued with it. You know what I'm saying? And what does being successful mean to you?
Ooh. What does I just care mean to you?
Ooh,
that's a great.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, go check that out, guys. What does being successful mean to me?
Yeah. It's deep.
It's a deep question.
It is. I mean, when you really think about it.
I would say knowing that I did everything I could that could be seen as right in the eyes of God. Yeah. Because, God never said you can't have riches. He never said you can't have wealth. He never said you can't have any of that. But I would want to be at a point where I know that if I could amass a great amount of wealth, a great amount of riches, a great sum of money. Because you know how you have some people that they get it and they just blow it all. Yeah. And I would never want to be that person. I have all these things that I'm like, I want to give back for, or, just help people with all these different things. I want to build wildlife reserves. I would like to build more food eateries for people. I'd like to help with housing projects if I could. Send my parents on the vacations for weeks at a time. I'm like, go, just be, like things that I know that I was able to. I went through things in my own life. I've climbed this mountain. Yeah. I've reached the top. Yeah. And now all I want to do is bring, for lack of a better word, just toss these things off. Like, boom. I mean, obviously, you keep some for the self. Yeah. But then if you have people that need help them out.
That's one thing, man.
You gotta be able to give back.
Yes.
You gotta be able to give back.
I've always told myself, if I'm successful and I'm wealthy, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving back. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving back because I feel like I want to be a blessing to that person, and not in a showy way either. Like, yes, go ahead. Because I feel like, I don't remember if we talked about this the last time. The guy at Burger King. I don't know if I told you about that one. I'm not sure. Okay, so I saw this guy, and granted, I could be misreading the whole situation, but still, it's just the way it came off to me. So it's real. This guy who goes to Burger King and he buys like 65 cheeseburgers or something like that. Oh, I know. Yep. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And he says, "Yeah, I'm about to go feed the homeless," and all. I'm like, cool. That's cool that you're doing that. But do you have to announce it? There's a verse in the Bible. I'm trying to remember. Yes. There's a verse about that. Matthew. Yes, it is. I think it's in Matthew. Yeah. No, we find Matthew. It's in what is it? It's in Matthew. But then there's one in Romans about boasting, about your righteousness.
And
Yes.
how we don't have the right to boast about it, or we shouldn't boast about it, basically. Because without faith and without God, without faith, we can't be righteous.
Yes.
But there is something about, I can't remember exactly what it is.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I need to find it.
Yeah.
Because it's so powerful, because like it really just goes to show how humble God wants us to be.
No, you just do it.
You know, you just gotta do it.
Everybody.
You ain't. You don't, because
you know?
At the end of the day, you might think that nobody's watching, but God is.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And
That's
the other
it.
thing is too, man. And the guy could very well mean well.
Yeah.
But it's just, are you sure you're not doing this for clicks and likes? Because why you like why?
Yeah.
You don't have to go and tell people that's what you're doing. Just buy the cheeseburger.
Found it.
You found it? Which one is it?
Matthew 6, chapter 1 and 2. So I'm gonna read both chapters 2. So it says, "Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others, to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets.
There it is.
As the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets, to be honored by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing.
Yep.
So that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you." Come on, man.
Yeah. One way to remember the muscles of the body and even the bones themselves, give them all titles, like Lord Pectoralis Major or Duke Subscapularis. Helps with shoulder internal rotation. Then you've got...
This is Let's Be Serious. This is an amazing ad break. Hope you guys are enjoying the podcast so far. You know, this is an amazing message, and we love you guys. Continue supporting the channel. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Send it to your grandmas, your aunties, your uncles, whoever. They need to hear this. Everybody needs to hear this. The world needs to hear this. So the more shares you do, the more word you will spread.
If I ever saw a refrigerator running on the track during the Olympics, I would lose my mind. Like, truly, lose my mind. Can you imagine?
A refrigerator running at the Olympics.
And we've got Kenmore. He's coming in 8th. And then there's another one named Samsung. That's also running right.
No.
You know, maybe that'll land with you guys. Maybe it'll land with the audience. You understand? The refrigerator running. Watch that Family Guy clip. Because the refrigerator did do a prank phone call on the guy. He did. He actually did. He prank called, like Peter called.
I'm probably going to add that clip in there. Watch.
Hey, is your refrigerator running?
Yes, it is. Are your doors unlocked?
What? Why?
Let's Be Serious. We is back. Just we wrapped it up with just, saying the amazing word of God and everything we just did. But Josh,
yeah,
one of my main questions is like, as a actor and director and all the above that you do, but you mainly act, and I love the way you act. It's amazing.
Thank you.
But what got you into it? Like, what inspired you to say, I want to act, I want to do this? Like, can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so many things, man. I actually started out writing first.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, I was in a play.
Yeah,
I was a cow and I said moo, and that was my singular line.
That's it.
It was funny. That was it.
That's it.
That was it. Just moo.
Oh
just
my
moo,
gosh, yeah.
It wasn't like Barnyard where people are shocked and they say milk me. Like it's no, it was just moo. It's like
wow.
It's crazy that was actually a line in the movie.
Oh man.
Shout out to Odenkirk for that one. Yeah, man. No, I started writing. I think I always kind of liked being in front of people, but I didn't really notice how much I enjoyed it until I got a little older.
Yeah.
But even with that, I would still kind of be nervous. I still get stage fright. I can't even deny it. I still do.
I feel like sometimes it won't like necessarily leave you. Like,
well, it doesn't. The thing is, I feel as though that's how you know you're alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
because it's like I never want to get to a point where I'm not afraid to be on stage and we're like, no, exactly to take a stand. Everybody,
come
take my hand.
Come take my hand.
We'll walk this road together. Through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Soon you know that you're not alone. Holla,
Why are we like
if
this?
you feel like you've been down the same road. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. You know?
Yeah, okay.
So then I really started learning voices from the Transformers movies. I think the movies that inspired me to like the core movies that made me really want to be involved in film and acting. The Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
Number one. It's my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Gladiator. Hell or High Water is a Western. It's a neo-Western. Came out in 2016. Beyond good movie.
Wow.
I would say Lord of the Rings is another one.
Yeah.
And Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah.
I would just like there's more movies. Oh, I mean, Spirit Started in the Cimarron. There's Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
There's a lot of. I mean, even recently, I'm not even gonna lie. Puss in Boots was like just the story alone was.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Top tier.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's a whole host more movies that I could name.
Yeah.
But it's just what you can do as far as telling a story with just the visuals alone. Like when you read a book, it's the words that come from the page that project an image in your mind. When you watch a movie, it's those words that came from the page that are projected onto a screen that you can just watch and absorb all the way through.
Yeah.
That's what it is,
Yeah.
and that's the thing that I love about it so much is that you can convey a message. And the thing about cinema is it's designed to make you feel. Just like in the theater, it's designed to make you feel. It's to immerse you in this environment, tell you this great story, give you these great characters, and honestly, just kind of leave you walking away with something. And that's really what it is for me. It's like I want people to walk away with something.
Yeah.
Not one of those cheap cash grabs like we're going to make this, Minecraft movie. I ain't trying to like nah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make anything like I want to make something that is always it just leaves an impact some way somehow, whether it be a drama or it's a comedy, it could be an adventure movie, it could be an anime, however it is.
Yeah.
But the themes that I want to ring through with it, I wanted to be able to sit with people. I want people to be able to walk away and take something from it. And that's why when we made I Just Care, a lot of people were able to just take in it's sometimes relationships are like that. Like one friend of mine, we were talking about it, and he said, one criticism he said was, well, he felt like the relationship was one-sided. And I told him, I said, well, a lot of relationships, if you think about, a lot of them are one-sided. Where you feel like you have one person that's pulling the weight of somebody else, or you're trying to do all these things for this one person because you think you're Superman and you're not. And the whole time they're just using you behind your back. They're scrolling around with somebody else. So it's like, is it really a relationship or is it more of a... Yes, it is, but it's not a symbiotic relationship. It's a parasitic one. That's what it is.
Okay.
At that point. So it's things like that, stories like that.
Yeah.
Not even just so much like that, but just the kind of stories that I want to tell. Right now I'm starting off with just small scale stories, and then eventually I'm getting into bigger scale ones, but still never losing the core of story is always first. Story is always important.
Yeah.
And too many people, they get too caught up in, like Zack Snyder. I'll give you a prime example. Zack Snyder is a brilliant visual director. He can make anything look out of this world good, but he can't tell a story.
Oh, wow.
Except only if it's 300. He can adapt one, but he himself cannot make one like originally. I don't believe so.
Wow.
It's because think about it. If you put Rebel Moon out, right, and then you tell people because people didn't receive it well, and it's like, well, it wasn't really the the best cut. So I'm going to do my director's cut and release it. It's like, well, why didn't you just make that the first time? It's things like that. Why didn't you just release that the first time? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, everybody, every director has their strengths and weaknesses. Like Christopher Nolan is a great storyteller. He just sucks at audio. I think because there's a scene in Oppenheimer where, and it's such a great movie, deservedly winning Best Picture, Best Actor, and all the other accolades that it got. I love that movie through and through. But there's one scene in particular where the score is just way too loud and you can't hear the conversation. And I'm like, what is he saying? I feel like an old man. What? Huh? Wait, who? You sure?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Bye now. Like
that's crazy.
It's one of those things.
Oh,
it's weird, but that's. But yeah. Long story short, I say all that to say, I've had a lot of, and Denzel is one of my inspirations. Truly, like through and through. Russell Crowe's another one. Clint Eastwood's another one. Morgan Freeman, Sidney Poitier. I love Viola Davis. I love Angela Bassett. There's a lot Taraji. There's a lot of great actors and actresses that really have, you know, in my mind, I'm like, dag, I could do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's how I look at it, and I'm like, I could do that. And I know that it's in me that I could do that. I don't believe my best performance is still somewhere in me. I haven't given it yet.
Oh, yeah.
But I always aim to give my best, no matter what it is.
What it is,
I'm gonna give my best.
Yeah.
But I know that my absolute best performance, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
For
There's
sure.
it'll be some years, but it's coming. It's on the way.
Yeah.
Trust and believe. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. That's Lion King is. I think the Lion King's really what started it all. So
Yeah. Yeah.
my boy James Earl. Yeah.
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 Rest in peace, man.
Nah, seriously, man. That broke my heart yesterday, bro.
Yeah. It was such a sad thing to see, you know. Just the impact he had and just the whole, like, not even just voice acting, but just acting as well.
Yeah.
You know, like he really was an inspiration. You know, he was around for a while, you know, and he lived a long life.
93 years.
93 full years, man.
Man was born in 1931. Can you imagine that?
A lot of people can't even
Not at
really like say they've lived for that long.
Born in the Great Depression.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Like,
exactly. Dude saw World War II. Like, come on, son. I'm not even trying to be funny, but it's real. Like, if you think about it, like,
literally. No. Yeah. Like,
it's insane how long you've lived. You lived this life, and I think, like, to me, because Lion King is my favorite movie of all time.
It does hit deep.
It hits so deep, man.
Yeah,
and like watching those clips of,
yeah.
You know, my mother, she gave me an idea. And I'm gonna do this too. Well, actually, she said something. Another friend of mine, she had said this too. My one friend, she said that I could see how he impacted you. Like, I could see him in you. I said, really? She said,
okay, I see what you mean.
She said, yeah. She's like, I can
mean.
see how that movie impacted you so much, and how it's really like it's in you,
literally.
You know?
Oh
and
my gosh!
mom,
Wait, why
said,
can I see that too?
Yeah, my mom. She was like, "You know, you gotta take his place, right?" I said, "In the circle of life." That's so crazy. I said, "That is insane."
Oh.
So she told me, and I'm gonna see what you think about this. She told me I need to take some of the clips from The Lion King and do some voiceovers for it. Which I'm like, I'm gonna do that.
Why not?
I'm gonna do that,
bro. Actually, that's like a dope idea.
I'm gonna do that.
I mean, the amount of times, who you are as a person, and the amount of times you watch Lion King, you can nail it off easily. I think.
I believe so.
You know
I know the script from the back.
Right. And I'm not even surprised you don't. You know, and you know what's crazy? I remember calling Josh when I was with my athletic trainer. And
Carly.
I was like,
shout out to Carly.
It was funny because he was at work, and I said, name me, like, tell me the year of this certain Disney movie. And he named it spot on.
You named three.
I think I named about three.
You're Snow White, Fox and the Hound, and The Emperor's New Groove.
Oh my gosh. And we were like,
it was, what was it? Was that Emperor's New Groove? No, I think it was Treasure Planet. It was
Treasure
Planet. That's what it was. Treasure Planet.
Yeah. And you literally named all three of them, and we were like, we look around each other like, Carly gets up off her seats. I kid you not. My athletic trainer gets off her seat, walks off, and comes right back, and like, no way he just named the Treasure Planet. And I'm just like, yup. I told you, Josh is different. He can name it. He can name any year of any movie. It's truly talented. It's truly amazing to.
I love it, man. It's
yeah.
You know, and the thing is too, I like older movies too.
Oh yeah.
No, and I love the new. Trust and believe. I love me a lot of these new. I love a lot of them. Mm-hmm. I also watch some old ones to kind of essentially study and see how we got to where we are now. You know, as far as Hollywood is concerned, or filmmaking in general, like the giants who came before. Mm-hmm. Because again, as we've said before, if you want to be great, you have to study what? The greats.
Sorry, whoa. So sorry. I most definitely I was following you. Yeah. I was following you, but then I was like, wait, oh shoot, it's me. I got to answer.
See, there you go. If you want to be great, you have to study.
The greatest.
There it is.
Yes.
When you ran, Mr. Messi,
who
did you study?
Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt.
Did you study Jesse Owens?
Jesse Owens, Usain Bolt, Johan Blake. The list can keep going, you know?
I don't know who Johan Blake is. I can't even do
that. He's a Jamaican guy.
No, it's okay. Yeah. Because you're Haitian.
Yeah. The way you say it is so funny. Hayeshan. Oh my goodness.
You know what's funny?
What?
One of my new roommates is also from Haiti.
Are you serious?
Haiti, yes.
What's his name?
You know him. It's Tally.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow.
Zayeshan.
That's incredible.
It is incredible.
Wow.
I said, that's crazy. I got one guy from Haiti, and then I've got a new guy from Haiti. This is incredible. I see how this works.
Oh, man.
He said, shout out Port-au-Prince. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Look. Throughout your acting career and, you know.
We're just getting started.
Yeah. Oh, we are just getting started. And that's what I like, you know what I'm saying? Because once we start, we're going to keep going because that train is still moving too.
Come on, bro. That's what I'm talking about. He understands the word. Yes. 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 That's it right
Come
there.
on, bro. That's
how it has to be done.
That was actually.
Come on, man. He got the takeover with that.
Yeah.
Truly. You've won the war. Yeah, man. No, that's real. Because, this is so crazy. I don't know. This is so off topic, but I did know somebody who lived in this house.
Really?
I've been literally looking around. I'm like, this house feels so familiar.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I think this is the right house, but I'm not totally sure. But it seems very similar.
Probably. Shoot.
More than
I
likely.
don't know. Yeah.
But life is beautiful, man.
Life is beautiful.
Life is definitely beautiful. And, you just got to take time to appreciate it. Go after your dreams.
Yeah.
Visions are given to us for a reason because it's what God wants us to see and what we are supposed to portray to the world.
Yeah. Not everybody's going to understand your vision.
Exactly. Not everyone's going to understand it.
Yeah.
Some people are just going to deny it.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because once you bring it to fruition, then they have no choice but to really receive what it is that you put out there. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
It's your gift.
It's your gift, man. It's your gift.
So use it.
Well, why not use it? You know,
It would be a waste. You never look at anybody like you're better than them. Mm-hmm. It's like, again, the one analogy I gave you before. Mm-hmm. If you have a woman in church that used to be a prostitute, right? And you see somebody else that kind of seems to be living in that same lifestyle, but you've already removed yourself from that. Why would you not want to at least try and teach that person as opposed to condemning them and damning them?
I've been there before.
You know, I've been there. Yeah. Let me help you get right. Let me help you get on this path. Let me show you the way. Yeah. That's another way how you give back. Giving back ain't just, I'm going to throw money at the problem. No, you give back the wisdom from the life experiences that you've learned.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that day when you asked me all those questions, I had another friend, like two other friends asking me questions about the same damn thing.
Wow. Yeah.
I was like, well, it's all this. And I was just able to say, like, this is what I went through. Here you go.
Here you go.
You know, but
sometimes, God will put you in situations where what you've been through, somebody else has been through. And, you know, getting that advice for somebody that's, you know, gone through it and they've gone through their journey with that problem, it's so inspiring to hear that because now it's your turn. You know, it's your turn to, you know, pick up your cross and continue doing it like that guy did. You know what I'm saying? It's really just being able to, you know, carry your own weight.
Yeah.
I guess you can say, you
fly
know.
free, fly forward.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. But hey, you know, Josh.
Sir.
You've been an amazing guest.
Thank you.
You know, I can't thank you enough.
You know, even Bane wants to thank you.
Yep. Oh, wow. Bane,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I broke the Batman. I just want that to be known. Not too many other people can say that they've broken the spine of Bruce Wayne.
That's actually pretty cool, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
I really appreciate that. The fact that you even know the complimentaries. Life is intriguing.
Okay. That is truly a gift.
And it's kind of like the Irish.
Oh.
Just a way back.
The switch up is crazy. Go ahead.
Exactly. The switch up. It's all kinds of crazy. But you got to do your best out here. It's an amazing thing, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm about to make a name for myself here. No. Oh, I do have a last word, actually.
Go ahead.
Gubernatorial.
Okay. Josh, amazing podcast, man.
Thank you, sir.
I love it all. We were talking our real stuff today, and I can't thank you. You know, I can't thank you guys enough for the support and love that you have put in the channel. And you know, hey, this ain't the last one. We're gonna keep going because
the train must keep moving.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
subscribe. What you talking about?